All right, welcome to that favorite show, the Friends and Family Show. Always coming to you live on Channel 1 TV from our studios here at number 5 Ola Hansen Lane in Tesano. I'm super elated to be here to hold great conversations with you. You know how we do it on the show. We bring you live conversations, and yeah, all the things that we talk about are real life stories. We get exciting when we have to. We get into the mood when we have to cry and all of that. But today we're going to get into something that you and I can share, okay? We're talking about part 2 of parenting hacks. We did that last week and it was quite a banger, but we actually did not talk about so many things. So we're doing the part 2 so that we can get into all your questions and answers as well. Today I have my same guest, same squad, talking about this parenting hacks. When I talk about parenting hacks, I'm saying that there are certain things that, you know, we're never ever handed any handbook for parenting, because once the child is born, you just have to run wild with it. However you're going to do it, that is up to you. And then you have your own ways, I have my own ways, but we're sharing to see which one is much lighter, and probably I can adopt yours or you can adopt mine. So I've got 4 lovely guests. We're going to talk about this today, and here's what. There's something exciting. There's an exciting news. The Friends and Family Show's got a sponsor, and we're proudly sponsored by H&H Gary Mix. Just add water. You get that thing? Just add water, because it has a creamer, it's got nuts, it's got Gary. Just add water and do your thing. So we're proudly sponsored by H&H Gary Mix. My name is Noyo Quote. The show is always interactive, so please send me a message via WhatsApp on the number 020-444-7033. Don't forget to add your name and location. And of course, you can hook me up, find me, and let's get personal on Instagram at na_Oyo_Quote. And yeah, when you do, don't forget to hit the like and the follow button. I'm going to take a breather. When I'm back, we'll get into our parenting hacks one more time. You're welcome to the Friends and Family Show.
Ghana, so you people know Miss Brother once more. If you know, it's your boy. Kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the grades. See, this wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, Out Mosquito Coil. For a mosquito-free atmosphere, trust Out to... You are not serious.
Out Insecticide. So ya boa. Faha.
Kelvin, be a good boy. Focus on your studies and don't follow girls with longer life than their future.
Your son is under VIP security and I'm the head of domestic affairs. Johnny Mami, don't be optical. Guys, we need to job us in the man. Johnny Mami, what is? Milk Dono. Boy, me more feeling what is?
Okay, senior, thank you.
Yeah, you think it's free? Major garage and Katia, sugar. Yeah, Mammy no yas and what? Hey, that a beating to make a total boss. H&H garage. Wait now. So you garage. For me, oh yeah, Papa. Chocomas.
You have the choice to pick and choose. Soya choco Gary, boys and girls. Why I see?
What they going for here?
This advert is FDA approved.
In a world filled with challenges, we all need guidance, hope, and a lifeline to anchor us.
This is Lifeline, and I'm your host, Fred Crunchy Mensah.
From social issues, relationship challenges, and family matters, Lifeline is here to inspire, uplift, and guide you on your journey.
Where we give you support, where we hold your hand through the valley and through the thick and thins of life.
Join Bishop Fred Crunchy Mensa.
I welcome you especially to Lifeline.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. right here on Channel 1 TV. Let's walk this path together, strengthen our faith, our families, and our lives. Lifeline, because every soul deserves a guiding light. Tune in to Lifeline on Channel 1 TV and let's grow together.
All right, welcome back to the Friends and Family Show. My name is Noyo Kwote. Before I went for that break, as I was telling you though, we're back to do part 2 of the parenting hacks because they have a time. We had a swell time, but this is how 1 hour just swings by so fast. We couldn't get to talk about everything, but I've got the same squad. We're going to talk about it and share more of our experiences. But I'd want for you parents at home or in the office or wherever you're watching us from, should also share your experiences or that hack that's, you know, you've been running wild with and has been helping you all along. Via WhatsApp on the number 020-444-7033. And please do not forget to add your name and location, all right? So in my studio today, I have a Reverend Eric Nyaku. He's got 2 boys. Hi, Rev.
Oh, hi.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Everything okay?
Fine, everything is fine.
Everything's fine, right?
How about you?
I'm good. I'm
God.
good. Feeling much better today.
We thank God.
Yeah, I'm good. But before you go, you give me anointing.
No problem.
Anointing.
Yeah, sure.
Anointing. All right, so I've got Ruby. Hello, Ruby.
Hi, Nara.
I like your glasses. Jealous I was blue, eh? Yeah. We're doing marching.
Yeah, the little pecs.
Eh.
I'm so happy.
You look nice.
Thank you, you too.
How you doing?
Very well.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right, my girl, Ruth.
Yes.
Oh, you've got 2 kids, right,
Yes.
Ruby? You've got 2. And Ruth got
Phoebe,
3.
yes.
2 girls and a boy?
No, yes,
2 girls and a boy. Squad. Nice one. Okay, so I have Nancy Donko. We're sistering, you know. I love the hair.
Thank you.
You look nice.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming one more time. Okay, so we're talking about parenting hacks. We were sharing the other time all the things that we've been running wild with our little domestic terrorists, as I like to call them. They're sweet, but at the same time, they can pepper you. Sure. You know, it goes to your heart, but the only thing you can do is to talk to God. You know, when they do something to you, you can't really hate them. You can't, you know, hold grudges and all of that. But I know I'm talking nicely like this, but I argue with children. Yeah, I argue with children. I fight with children. Does that make me a mean person?
No.
Yeah, because I've got feelings as well. Yes. They can't be stepping on me all the time like that. Yeah. So last week we were talking about this and we all shared the hack, like, you know, our morning routines and our evening routines. But we need to go further because there are lots of things that we didn't talk about. So today I'd want for us to look at how we're actually striking balance. Because nowadays we've got kids doing a lot of technology, you know? We've got a lot of them who are glued to using the tablets. They can actually maneuver on the internet more than you, the parents, and you wonder how they got to do it. Some people even remember their own passwords, and I can't remember my Google Docs password. I can't remember that. But they can, you know, but they have passwords for everything. Yeah. And you're wondering, so how do you strike the balance for them using, you know, internet technology and then still using the same thing to educate themselves? Sometimes when they say certain things, you go like, how did you know that? And my son goes like, oh, I saw it on my tablet. And you're wondering, is that positive? Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Because are they learning more than their age? Because I can't really hold conversations with my son. Some of the things I'll cheekily tell me that, use your phone, check Google. And I am shy and embarrassed. You know, but how do you strike the balance? Do you allow them to do whatever they want to do? Because now we're in the technology age or AI or whatever it is that they say. So anyone can answer this. But how do you strike the balance? Do you allow them go through it or everybody's running wild?
So, for instance, if it's an iPad or a tablet, maybe before after you purchase it, you may have to make some settings, privacy settings or parental control settings, so that at least you can control what they download. Certain things they are about to download, or let's say YouTube
will not agree.
Will not agree. They will ask for a passcode or a password, so you can put those settings in place. My kids have done that, and they also have educational apps. So depending on the grade they are in, so there's English, there's mathematics, there's science, so they can learn with those ones and watch cartoons or any other thing from the YouTube Kids. But then we'll allow them to watch maybe a Nigerian movie or
YouTube,
go to other YouTube content without mind not knowing. Yeah.
But then, you know, even in the YouTube Kids or whatever you're talking about, it's so incorporated in the different, like, you know, so how do you, you know, I don't know what word to use, but how do you actually decide or even control? That's the right word.
Because nowadays,
control what they're
some
viewing.
of the kids' contents are
exactly
even
like more than adult content.
But I think one thing that I've also observed in our society nowadays is that, you see, when the children are at the toddler stage, we the parents, we are also at a fault. Most of the time, we leave them to the screen just to buy ourselves some time for ourselves.
Screen time.
Because when they are glued to the screen, we are okay. We have our space. And before we realize, they are addicted to it. And taking time to educate them become a problem. So I think that going forward, we need to look at that we should not just leave them to the screen just to buy ourselves some time. But because when you do that and you want to break, it becomes very difficult. Even the child will resist if he or she needs a tablet or let's say the screen to be on the TV screen. So I think that as parents, we need to be versatile and not introduce them at the early stage, but we educate them before. Most of the time, parents buy tablets to their children without education. And when they realize that they are misusing it, then they want to bring in the education. Before we introduce them to the technology, we have to give them education before we give them the access. But if we have done the mistake, we can still go back because we are the parents and we have oversight responsibility over our children. So we have to stand on our authority and engage them. I think when you be consistent in engaging them, I believe there'll come a time they will come in terms with you.
Nice. Ruby?
So I had seen one time in an open space, a public space, a child whose parents had taken their tablet, you know, like you need to concentrate. And all hell broke loose. I felt bad for the mom. Child was rolling on the floor, screaming. And I asked myself, to take my kids on in public, how would they act? So I actually had to do a practical one, intentionally. Took it away. It wasn't that good. So I told myself, I need to put in some sanctions. Lucky for me, both taps spoiled at the same time. It went to repair it, by God's grace, has never returned. So now, everything you need to do, it has to go through my computer. The computer is in my room. So if it's a school assignment, whatever it is, I have to okay the time, even if I'm not around, okay what you do. Everything else you watch is on the home screen. So mommy passing by sees it. Daddy passes by. If there's a nanny there who's taking care of you, when they pass, they can see it. Okay, this is not right. Also, we've labeled our presence on the TV differently. So there's the kids' side and our side. So when they take the remote, they know I'm going to lady or I'm going to Goddy or I'm not going to mommy or daddy. Again, one thing that worries a lot is that I've realized that the cartoons, they put the yucky things 20 minutes, from 20 minutes. So the first 15...
You're watching with the kid, you think it was fine?
Because I was going through it to say, okay, this one is cool. But I thought was cool growing up. Now, that's into something else. So if parents should pay attention, after 20 minutes of your favorite cartoon that you think it's safe, check from 20 to 31st minutes. That's usually... I saw a witch in Tom and Jerry on the 23rd minute. I couldn't believe it. Tom and Jerry was there running around the laughing part, right? But that's where we've got into. So if you can spend some time to look through some of these cartoons, favorite regular cartoons with them, maybe we'll be able to censor which one works. Yeah.
Sure. Anything else?
I think I agree with that. The part of being consistent with it. So for my kids, once in a while I do that. Let's all watch either a movie or a cartoon that I know is educational, something that they'll learn. There's Blippi, there's Miss Rachel. Those ones are quite educational. Right. That's what I do. And then again, getting to the addiction part, I realized at a point that that was my first son. When he got his tablet, he was so glued to it. So there was once that mommy decided, oh, can I have it? And that was when the tablet was actually with anger thrown to the wall and it cracked. Then I knew that there was something wrong somewhere. So we had to set that barrier. Okay, so we needed to take it away from him for a while. A week, 2, gradually now setting barriers. Okay, today can you do 1 hour tablet? Okay, can you pick a book and read? The easy reading books. Okay, so sometimes you even come and sit by mommy, read to mommy. Mommy is cooking, can you sit in this chair and read to me? So those are some of the things that we do to balance in the house.
Nice. My kids.
You would have to find a way. You find a way, yeah.
It's not me who come and say it, I beg. It's not, I'm not saying anything. My kids are glued to the tablets, right?
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Yeah, you have to find
I'm not going to sit there and lie. My kids are glued to the tablet.
Yeah.
I like it when they're on their tablet because theirs is actually, like you were saying, there's the padlocks, you can't open some places. So I like it when both of them decide to sit down and do an artwork. I love it. I like to paint as well. So when they pick their tablets and they're trying to combine colors, I do not talk. But again, my problem is the fact that they're holding the tablet. Because their attention is there. You can call one person for 30 minutes. Because what he's doing, unless he's done. Yeah. That is my problem, my kids. Because you have to yell before they go, they know that you're talking to them. But for what they're doing on the thing, I like it. Yeah. That's because they're either painting, they're trying to build something. One person can't do it, so mommy, can you help me do this? I like that fact that they're doing that. But mine is the screen time. So I'm trying as much to, reduce the screen time, because when it's school days, no screen time, so they fight. They're always asking, Mommy, what day is today? Wednesday. Ooh, so I have 2 days. Mommy, what day is today? Thursday. So Friday, when you pick them up from school, they know today is TV time. So everybody's in a hurry to come home. I'm beginning to do that now, so that's what I'm creating that, and it's working fine. But it's the time that you have to say, put it away.
Actual storybooks to it.
Yeah.
They can read actual
because
books.
Our time, we had the e-books. So we had the books that...
Sweet Valley High and...
No, the cassettes.
Okay.
Yeah. Right? So you read along.
Okay.
Yes, so the cassette is being playing. And then there's a narrator.
Yeah, sure.
But you still have the book. So that you can get the words right.
But now
so I still remember some of my stories that I can actually say and use all the voices. Yeah.
But one area that we also aspirantly to look at is sometimes our gadgets, our personal gadgets, they have access to it. So what you watch is also very important. Because you may set all these guidelines on their personal ones, but thinking that for your own is your own, so you can watch anything which is adult, but some of the children will come for your gadgets, and you need to be very careful the things you also view, so that when it falls into their hand, it will not be a corrupt information to them.
Good. Yeah. Right. Now let's talk about an unexpected, parenting challenge. It could be trying to handle the kids in public. And how did you overcome that? Did you have a particular hack for it? Did you have a particular way? Because there's always a challenge for parenting. I'm sorry. It doesn't come with a handbook, like I'm saying. Once the baby drops, it is you and that child.
Figure it out.
You have to figure it out, because nobody's got a manual. Nobody... Your mother will say that, maybe time, you get it. So it's not like they're going to tell you, they can still try as much to tell you, but in my home, doesn't work. It's true.
I always say there's this African proverb that says it takes a village to raise a child. Whatever, in terms of bringing up a child, I don't think it's one person's work. Even you and your husband, fine. But you have to understand that some people are doing this alone. Some are single mothers, some are single fathers, some are even grandmothers raising their grandchildren due to one circumstance or the other. So I don't think, as you said, a challenge for parenting is something like that, but we just need help. Put systems in place, fall on the community around you. If it's a nanny that can help you overcome any challenge you are facing at home, get a nanny. I faced that. I was doing that for 7 years with my husband.
Welcome to the club.
My babies went to school at 5 months, because maternity leave is 5 months. You have to go back to work. So their babies, they are in school. You bath early in the morning, you are rushing them to school. The school closes at 6. You have to rush back and pick them. Now wash all their bowls, everything. These are babies. And when I was in the kitchen, I just heard a voice, get help or you die. It was like, I don't know if my conscience was speaking to me or something. And I realized that no, I can't do this alone. Your husband may close late. You don't have anybody around you. You have to get help. So there are challenges that you can solve on your own, but some fall on the village. That will help you bring up that child. Yeah.
Right.
On that note, it taking a village, my challenge, which I didn't think would happen to me, was letting somebody watch my child for the first time. And it saddens me to say that somebody was my mom. So when you have a baby, people are around, they'll help you. And then as the child is growing, the village is dying down a bit. People are returning to their lives. You know, you've had a baby.
You said the child is growing.
Yeah. So you have to figure it out.
Not first week.
No, I got pregnant with the second one about 8 months after the first. And at some point, I knew I was going to go to theater for the second one. Days are approaching. I haven't left the child overnight with anybody. And my husband said, take the baby to mommy for the weekend. Now, wasn't mommy staying at home with baby?
Somewhere else.
To her house for the weekend. Not mother-in-law, my own mommy. I struggled. The fact that, you know, when you go through stuff to have a baby, sometimes your mind is like, not that anybody will do anything wrong, but
you can't accept anybody's negligence.
Your presence literally is with that child. You're just physically sitting here. But so I was struggling with that. And he said, you know what? Take the baby to your mom. Let's do this weekend. If it works out for you, in another 2 weeks, we'll try my mom's house. And then when you're going to have the baby at the 3rd week, we'll decide where the baby will go, at least for the 3 days that you'll be in the hospital. This was me sitting on the floor crying. If you had come in, you would think we had a fight. And I like to speak to this to our partners, that there's trauma that we can't discuss.
Thank you.
There's trauma. Some of us grew up with nannies, with house helps, or you visited a friend, you saw how the nannies treated them. And so when you have to take your baby and leave the baby somewhere, baby who's not speaking yet. Because my first child went to school at 3 years. I just couldn't handle taking a child to school who couldn't report to me what was going on. We've had traumas that unfortunately a lot of the men don't understand. We might not be able to express it, but we are going through it. So it's not us being stubborn.
I'm sorry, but sometimes it's not about the trauma that probably you growing up. It's actually the depression after.
After postpartum depression. So letting go of the baby is like letting go of part of yourself. And you are not able to express it in words. I wish then I could explain to him in words that this was going to me. But I just sat down and I started crying. And he called my mom and said, we'll fix this. We'll take the baby. She wouldn't cry. Guess what? Baby goes, she was like 1 year, 4 months or 5 months. She comes back. That was the end of me buying formula.
Okay.
The formula I took came back to me intact.
The same.
She drank Ovaltine, she drank Horlicks, she drank ice cream, she drank. I'm like, God, I should have done this when she was 6 months. It saved me a lot of money. So when we're struggling with some of these things, I'd appeal that our partners, you know, even though we are not able to express ourselves, because a lot of women, we cry, we want to say something that the words are not coming. Just deal with that with wisdom. Have a little patience. In time, I mean, things will work out. But that was the end of me buying formula. And so when the second one came, weekend.
To Mama.
Yeah, go on.
Nancy?
I think that you see,
I'll take Nancy. I'll be back.
Yeah, I wanted to speak exactly to what she was saying. But for me, it was the opposite. It was rather my husband that wasn't so used to, you know, letting the baby, you know, go to grandma, getting that kind of help.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, before the kids came in, I'm the first of 6.
Okay.
You see, so normally when you're the firstborn, you've already had that experience of the mother
taking
kind
care of.
So for me, it was quite easy for me. My husband is the last boy or the last man, whatever, with 6 ladies. So it was kind of a change at that point. Yeah, so for him, he wasn't so used to, okay, go and live with grandma, they come back and they are dirty. There's nothing. When they come back, you wash them. You know, so
you need the help. So
So speaking to that, I didn't really have that bit of it. So it's both ways. So at that point, maybe I have to now understand my husband.
Yeah.
For him to understand you, I would have to understand him too and know how to go about it. So that's what I'd say too.
Right.
Speaking to us,
Yeah, I think that asking for help is key. Very, very key. We should remind ourselves that the children are gifts from God. So we can't leave God out, because sometimes you get help and it brings chaos into your family. And when Moses was called in Exodus chapter 4,
preach,
he took the wife and the children to the father-in-law. He needed help.
Yes.
So when you read all along, where were the children? They were with the father-in-law. So we have to build relationship and network.
Community.
Very, very important. If you're a parent and you don't have network, you die.
You die.
You die. You need to build network at your workplace, in the community you live, even in the church.
Yes.
And in your family, your extended family, friends. And you need to be aware that God has given you these children for a purpose. So, and whatever assignment you have, there's this song that I love so much, a charge to keep I have and a God to glorify.
Sing first stanza.
So we have a charge.
Reverend, sing first stanza.
I'll do it at the end of I have forgotten the words. So a charge to keep I have and a God to glorify.
Yeah. Da 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 da. I beat you together.
So we have a charge and we have a God to glorify. So when we keep God out of the family, our strength will be insufficient.
Yeah.
Our wisdoms and experiences may not match, may not fit in our own situations. But when we go to the Creator, God, and ask Him, He can direct us to the right people. So that sometimes even in their school, we get extra help from the teachers. You meet some of the teachers, they are nice, they are okay. And sometimes your children can stay over after even school hours, and you are not in panic situation. You are okay.
Mention the prayer. I pray about my nannies before I bring them. But nannies are coming to live with you, cook your food. Prayer, so fasting and prayers.
Sure.
Before I bring a nanny in. So as he's saying, it's very necessary.
I agree to the school thing.
The school too.
Because for a while I haven't had nannies till recently. So there was one that actually at crèche, because they see them when they're very, young, small.
Yeah.
And that's the time that's really hard for you to let go.
Yeah.
But when you find that one person, you realize
and
that
trust,
anytime you drop off the kid is willing to go to that person.
Yeah.
Even when they've gone to the next class, they go like, oh, I want to go to auntie. It's hard for them to move from auntie's class to the next one.
To trust
that
that
she's
person.
doing something.
Yeah, she's doing something right, yeah.
And sometimes they are the ones who would actually tell you everything that's wrong with the child.
Yes.
That you, let me say, you're not seeing.
Yes.
Because, you're rushing, you bathe the kid, you pack your lunchbox. Okay, your child doesn't like oats. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Then you lie.
Because you don't bring the child at 6.
You don't know. You don't know. There's no time to monitor. So these are the ones that you okay. Be nice to that person. You're tipping here and there. Because they handle the kids when you're not there. Let's say you're out of the school at 7.
Yes.
You're back like 5 p.m. or something to pick them up. Yeah. Long hours. You don't know what's happening.
Yes.
They're changing diapers. They're feeding them.
They're sleeping.
Everything. It got to a time my daughter said, well, I have to feed her. I said, oh, she can feed herself.
Wow. I got that shock.
Yes. Another shock, another blow. Then me, I'm in the way. That's not
really your kids.
Hello.
So they all
you didn't know that?
Yes.
Oh, madam. Oh, forget. You don't know. Yes. On this Obwa note, I'll be back to tell you a whole lot of things. We're talking about some of the things that we obviously sometimes do not know, and we pretend that we do, but we're parents, we're human beings, we're not judging over, please spare us. But again, these are hacks, so if you have anything to share with us, parents watching, and you can help us with all the things that you're running wild with, we'll take them. So please send me a message via WhatsApp on the number 020-444-7033. I'll take a break. When I'm back, we'll continue with the parenting hacks. Don't go nowhere.
Kelvin, be a good boy. Focus on your studies and don't follow girls with longer lash than their future.
My son is under VIP security and I'm the head of domestic affairs. Johnny Mami, don't be optical. Guys, we need to boss in the mother room. Man, Johnny Mami, what is? Milk Dono. Boy, me more feeling what is?
Okay, senior, thank you.
Yeah, you think it's free? Major garage and Katia, sugar, share, Mammy Nunya Samwati. Hey, that a beating to make a total boss. H&H garage. Wait now, so you garage for me. Oh, yeah, papa. Mamas.
You have the choice to pick and choose. Soya choco Gary. Boys and girls, why I say what they going for here? H&H Gary Mix.
This advert is FDA approved.
Okay, welcome back. We're still on the Friends and Family Show, always live on Channel 1 TV. And we're doing this straight from our studios at number 5 Ola Hansen Lane in Tesano. My name is Noyo Quarter, and I've got 4 wonderful guests. We're talking about parenting hacks, right? So before we went on the break, we let you in on little secrets, things that mummies do not know. And then some of our caretakers or caregivers actually will find out and tell us. It's quite embarrassing sometimes, but it's okay. It's just a learning curve. We run wild with it. But we're still talking about this. And I want to do this real quick. Now, let's talk about some of we're still on the challenges, you know. But there's always that time that you've been at your lowest. You know, that time that you think that, no, I'm just going to break down. I'm just going to give up. Me and I'm not calling anybody, but just say, Nyame, if it is your will, take it away. Take it away. You know, it gets to that point. And you, the baby's crying, you say, I'm crying. You say, if you don't keep quiet, you say, I don't keep quiet. You know, I say, stop crying. You say, I'm crying. Stop crying, you say, I'm crying. When you got to your lowest, what did you do? How did you handle it?
Yes. One thing I tell people is that you need to remind yourself that somebody out there is only asking for a baby who will continuously cry. Somebody
That's because they haven't had the first continuous cry.
At your lowest point, you need to remind yourself there's somebody out there who needs a child just to cry. Cry for the whole day, 24/7. Trusting and praying. So we shouldn't see the children as a burden in your lowest point. Don't see the child as a burden. There is a way around it. When you cry, emotions, emotions will change. And the child cannot cry from morning up to evening.
I haven't met one.
Yeah. You see that he or she fell falls asleep. I'll give you an example. We're going to a hospital, at Children's Hospital. So wanted to do, we were using the First Light Carnation Road. We bypassed Dakoma, Odoko, and the boy started crying. The mom did everything. I was driving. She did everything, talking to, up to Kaneshi. He was still crying. To the extent that even those who were selling by the roadside, a young guy walked and gave the boy a toy for free. And I said, I will take myself for free. So the boy was crying. So I parked, and mommy got out with the boy, and we were just roaming around. So the boy was crying, and people were just staring at us. And it becomes irritating, very irritating. You have done everything, but still, what do? You need to remind yourself that there's somebody out there who is looking for a child.
It doesn't come always like that, though.
That is your consolation.
Hey.
My lowest.
Me at that point, what?
and some go to the extreme and then they end up hitting their children.
It's true.
So as he's saying, I think you have to consider
it's all patience.
That as a hey, just patience. Take a breather and then relax and then consider that others want that child too. You manage,
My lowest. You know when you do the back-to-back, people say, oh, they'll go together, it will be cute, but the growing process, no.
Yeah.
It's not a joke.
The age gap is closer.
You know, when he's a baby, you can just, and then be attending to the elderly one, you do homework, you feed, you do all those things. Now he has started school. She has started school. Oh, no, dear God, their school knows how to give homework. So he would come like 3 homeworks. He would come like, and he wasn't 2.
The homework is not for the child, it's for you.
But when I write, they'll write and write, dear mommy, can you let us know if you want your personal book? Because almost a handwriting, no? And you 2 year handwriting.
They can say, don't draw for your child.
I was trying to balance them, and Monday to Friday, that's this day we're doing it. You know, the girl is trying to get your attention because she's used to you helping out. And then the boy is scribbling, needs you to hold the hand. And then she started crying. Won't you help me? Won't you help me? What have I done? I said, you haven't done anything. I'm just trying to figure everything out so that... And I started crying too. So I cried, she cried, we grew. Now, after all of that, I was lamenting to their father that I think I can't go through this. Because by the time you're doing homework, he's not back. And I can't say I'd wait for him to come and then help and all of that. Then he said, let's reach out to the school and see what options we have. So we reached out to the school and they said, oh, we actually take care of them after school because they close at 3. You can pick them at 5. Between that 3 and 5 is the ballet, the robotics, the piano lessons. Also, you can let a teacher help them with the homework. During that time, I said, oh, I didn't know.
Me, my child at the beginning of semester. So like, you just need to write a letter. It goes to admin. They approve that a particular teacher can help your kids.
So I was like, okay, which teachers are available for this class and that class? Pabuasa is a price. Like, it doesn't, it's not out of the blue pricing. And the first week I went through it, that you pick them that the homework is done.
And when they come home, there's no shouting.
It was relief.
Yes, supper bathing and sleeping.
It was relief. I was like, so I have this help available to me. I was just sitting there crying. So that was my lowest. It's like, who sent me to have 2 kids? Back to back. Yeah, it's like, who sent me?
But there's something beautiful about back to back.
I mean, it was my lowest moment that I mentioned earlier, trying to juggle it all. No, we are working now. We say, when we were young, before we got married and had kids, in school they tell you that you have 24 hours in a day? Divide them into three. 8 hours for sleeping, 8 hours for work, 8 hours for family. So you get married and you think, oh, 8 hours for family is very easy, 8 hours for work. But then you end up bringing work home. Sometimes. 4 hours for traffic. Yes, and sometimes you have to use 4 hours in traffic and you are sleeping for 4 hours because you have to get up early, pack bag or pack a whole lot of pressure. So it's not as easy as we think. So as he said, I have taken that homework part out a long time ago. So that one, I come home, there's something like homework sometimes. It's already somebody has helped you with it. So you just take their bath, take their vitamins or some medication and then their fruits and they're off to bed. So that long moment, I think it's a far time ago.
Sometimes I miss it.
I still do homework till dates. I know they have the classes and all that, but I don't know. I have that kind of wanting to bond with my kids. So I prefer you bring it home. We all do it. I want to see how the learning is going. Because sometimes you might think the teachers are helping and all that, but at the end of the term, I don't know how your reporting comes in. But then you might think they are doing their best. Sometimes it's not so. They might get everything, the answers are written, and they are just copying. But it's your child understanding it. If you're getting that, that's fine. But I prefer bring it home. Let's all do it together. Tell me what is happening in school. That's the moment I'm born with my kids. Okay, so yes. So when it happens like that, you get the lower moments. What I do most of the time is, guys, can we go out? So that's what I do to relieve myself. Yeah, I want, not really to chill, just to breathe. We take a stroll, and they love it. Once it's going out, I think the kids like that kind of outing thing.
Of course, they like it.
So we just go out, we breathe, walk around. They're even seeing trees and they're talking to you about trees. The boys are, a bit older. That's a 7 and a 5. Always talking about dinosaurs, things that they've learned, what they watched. Mommy, do you know this? Do you know that this fish, scary names that they mention? And I wonder, as you said, where they get those things
from. Right.
The tablets. So.
Well, for my kids go, you can, write a letter. It goes to admin, they approve it. So then you are allowed to, the kids stay over to do their homework. But that's an end there. The book still comes home.
Of course.
And then there's a parenting book that you'd have to consent to, that you have read. That's the thing that even the teacher thought you have seen, and it's correct. And you have signed. So if they bring it 2/10. When they did the work and they brought it to Madam.
Somebody didn't go
You too, you went to Google?
Definitely.
You did not see? You know, so definitely.
All
You have
these
to.
systems you are putting in place, it doesn't mean that you won't play your role as a parent.
Yeah,
The
you
fact that
have
you have a
to.
nanny, you have
But
to
it's just to relieve you. It's just to relieve you at some
You don't
point.
die early. Nowadays, most of our mates are dying.
It's just to
40, 42.
relieve you.
The stress is too much. So just
Anyway,
have the
so I'm
village
going to
in
ask you at home, which do you prefer? That kids actually bring their homework home, or you'd want that a teacher or tutor or somebody at school is just going to help them through, and then when it comes, it's much easier. Just glance through or do some corrections here and there. Let me know what you think via WhatsApp on the number 020-444-7033. On that note, I've got some messages. I'll take them real quick. And this one says, I introduced the kids' tablet to my 3-year-old son, and after a month, my son was so glued to it that when you're even talking to him, he wouldn't mind you. Even when you ask him, how are you? He will not even speak. We got scared, so we have to take it from him. It wasn't easy, though. This is Delight from Hohoi. Now, I will say God has been so good to me to have a good and strong mom. I have been leaving my baby boy with her since he was about 6 months when I had to resume for work. And she has been doing amazing. I work at Somanya and I have to leave him from Monday to Friday and go back on Friday. I did this as well for my last child. I did this. I had to leave my baby so I resume work with my mom. Yeah. So at Monday to Friday she's there. I pick her up Friday night and I take her back on Sunday.
I have friends who do that.
Yeah.
With old kids.
Till she turned 1.
See,
and she had to start to
when you
school.
have that opportunity,
Yes,
make use
You
of
take it. I did.
We have to.
I had to take her away.
We are working.
But it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
That day she'd be sleeping there and say,
It happens a lot.
How many people did I take to bed? Me cry when the children are out. Hey, the first 1 month,
It happens a lot.
forget. He plays it. I called so many times. Where did he? Where's that? I said, they didn't fee. You know? You're asking questions like she as well. She's not normal. Well, I work at Somanya and I have to leave him from work from Monday to Friday and go back on Friday. And my mom is doing amazingly well. Whatever you do, you need help, else you'll collapse and die. God continue to bless her for me. Love her forever. And I have Baba from Takoradi says, and my lowest was when my baby wouldn't stop crying. Hey, I was even asking myself if I did the right thing by having her, and she wouldn't let anyone else hold her. That's the painful part. I was drained all the time. Today she's 4 years and she doesn't cry anymore. I don't even remember the last time she cried, and she has a beautiful smile and laughter. As for talking, if she ain't sleeping, her mouth isn't shut. Now that's my girl. She's like me. She can talk, Papa. We will talk for Africa. Talk for the whole nation. Kahayas. Well, I love it. You can still send your messages real quick, okay? But we're still talking about all our, parenting hacks. Like she said, if you do not find that help, you'll collapse and die. Yeah. Which is true.
Yeah. Very, very true.
Because first off, you've come out of labor. There's postpartum depression. There's this thing I wanted to say when I was coming to work today. Like I said I was going to say this on the show. When the baby sleeps, sleep.
Sure. That one thing.
That one thing.
Yeah. Sleep alone.
When the baby does, do wholesome. Because if the baby wakes up, it is the time for you to, you'll be working like a zombie.
Yes.
You'll be working overtime. Yeah. And that alone is going to bring you a lot of anger, a lot of stress. Yeah. You despite the child on your wishes, die. You need that sleep. My first one, God. I said it gets to a point that I sit in my bath and I can smell myself and say, 1 week, wow. Hey. Because the little time you're trying to tiptoe to the bathroom, then you do reverse and come. Or the little time you're trying to put something in your mouth,
so you have to stop eating and attend to the child. Yeah.
Because it's just you. There's nobody else. And this is the thing, you don't know. You don't know what to do. So the baby's crying, so crying. That's how it gets mental. When people actually just walk out of their homes and leave their kids. So when the baby sleeps, my guy, sleep. If the food is, you have to take the food into your bedroom. Take it to your bedroom. I'm munching with one hand, maybe to the munch somewhere. We're on a date, baby. Yeah, you take one, I take one. Hello, because if I don't put it in, it doesn't come out for you.
Of course. Exactly.
Yeah, so if it's anything you can munch on, it doesn't necessarily have to be a fufu and anything, but something. Probably you have a snack. That 1 hour, 2 hour thing, something must go into your mouth.
Of course.
Because crazy, it did papa. You haven't seen women crazy before. That's why you see road rage. Early in the morning, she ball. You know, business is get out to go between hours.
And now you have them grandmothers who are free. My mom was working when I had my first child, so she has to go to work.
She don't get time.
She can't take maternity leave. It's like, you know, so it's not easy. It's not easy.
Let me also appeal to the husbands. The husband. You see, we have to change the cycle. You see, when the children grows and they come for visits, and when they are with their mother, when they grow, when they are grown,
adults,
and you are on retirement, the father, you were busy working, coming back late, providing everything. But when the children comes to visit, they go to their mother's room, they speak to her, they talk to her, they interact with her, and for you, the dad, how are you? Oh, we are going, oh. That is all.
That's all, yeah.
The mom can go and visit them, stay there, bond with them.
But you can't.
You can't because the rapport is not there.
It's not there.
So they can interact with you. They can share their life stories with you. So I'm appealing to all parents out there. No matter how busy you are, be part of the process. Don't just be a provider. Be part of the process. Make time. Take leave. Take the children to school. Interact with them. And play with them. After all, they are your children. That is why you are working. So what shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world? This guy loses his children.
Yeah,
because most parents, especially the husband,
what
they become lonely.
Senior high school, those who visit us, whether the father or the mother, bringing the home food.
Oh,
and
what's my
everything.
daddy? I give it to him. What's my daddy?
Mine too was my dad.
So you flow more with your dad. Yes, because he has been part of the process.
But sometimes, as I'm saying, sometimes maybe the mother is living outside. You have to give credit to some mothers.
It's not the mother. Sometimes because of you see the stress with kids, she's always upset.
Okay.
And yeah,
yes, but you have to try because it's the mothers rather who are not in the picture. I'm just trying to say. So some mothers are not there because
sometimes the mothers too. It's not everything mother. Sometimes the father is there.
Yes. Not absent per se, but then he was in the country more often.
Yes, that's what my mom was.
That's when my mom, and whenever he was present, we could feel it.
Yeah.
Now he's on retirement and the bonding has started again because when he was around, we could have him help out. How was school, work? He's the one helping out more often than not. So
I'm saying this because in my setting, I'm the one who's always like, don't stress me. But he's the one that's, hey, he's the one that's like playful. He's the one that's always, I carry on my head, I carry on my head. Brother. I carry on. I'm tired.
No, I thought I was the fun parent. And so they should be like,
you're not the one. Yeah.
So sometimes it's the father.
Sometimes. One day I decided to count the number of times they will call me. Till 12. By like 10 something, I stopped counting. Mommy. The one that blew my mind. The dad was sitting by a dining table. So that's the chair at the entrance to the kitchen. They bypassed him. Both of them came to the kitchen. Mommy, can I ask Daddy? I said, he's not lost. He's there.
So
he's there. So I thought I was the fun parent because my name was being called all around. Until it gets to the front, I think, Daddy, let's go, we're right.
Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course, I ride. Thank you.
You see,
that's the thing. I'm not going to carry on my neck. I don't get energy.
The whole weekend, they say, after the ride, you are
they say, Mommy, let's do swing. I don't get swing. They say swing. Me, yeah, sister. Boy, your father. is the one that can carry the two of you on one leg. I don't get that.
We mistake the number of times they call us to be as being the co-parent. I am not the fat parent at all.
I would do the whole singing thing, you know, because I watch the animated movies with them, so I do the sing. Once they told me every day sing. Yes, go and find the person who do the body will do with you because I can't do that. Lie on the floor, jump over me.
What you're saying is from the baby stage to maybe youth age, they bond with their fathers, with their mothers more because of food and all those things. But when they grow, conversations and stuff, maybe the family. It depends on the family.
Anyway,
it depends.
Let's talk about handling parenting social life.
We need a social life. We need it.
We need it.
And the fact that we are parents doesn't mean we can't have fun.
Yeah.
Some Friday nights and stuff.
If you invite me to a wedding, that's me and 2 car seats. Give us space. We might not take adult seats, but me and 2 car seats. At some point, that was it. Or we will not show up. And there's this thing going on now. People will send you a wedding invite and say, no children. I'll write by, thank you, but as of now, I'm 3 in 1. So, because the person I'm probably thinking of leaving the child with isn't available.
Yes.
I do not know how to go and leave my child with somebody who I'm not very comfortable with, just to witness you say I do. I would love to, but I can't. Because I'll blame myself if anything goes wrong. Exactly. So if it's a no kids event, I'm sorry. That was at that point. There was one time that my husband would be angry for me saying this. So I'd had the first one, and I was home. You know, everybody thinks it's fun because you're home, they're tending to you, they're overfeeding you and all. And then my friends came around, and they were, oh, we're all going out. I said, where are you going? My cousin mistakenly said, Usu. I said, okay. By the time they finished dressing up, this was me with my car seat and my feeding bottles in the back of the car, like 9-10 p.m. I'm sitting in the car. So that was a joke. They joined us in the car. You know, we drove all the way to Osu. Look at the first place they wanted to go, the second place. Also, Musia. Then if you get to that, you're in the car.
You're in the car.
And I can't enter with the child. So, and then we did like 2-3 rounds in Osu. We couldn't even sit at any proper place, and we came back home. Then we came. You know, the ride back was very silent. When we came, everybody was like, hey, if you didn't follow, I said, welcome to my life for the past 6 months. I used to chill with you guys. What did I do wrong? I popped up, watch out. This is me for the past 6 months. So welcome to my life. And the sad thing is, by the time you both decide to have the kids, my kids will be older. So they'll be there for you to live with. But me right now, the popping girl with you, this is me for the past 6 months. Welcome to my life. And now they understood, okay, if you have to do it at 7 p.m. so that you can show up. You know, so that you, because for the past 6 months, Friday night, make me feeding bottle, and then I'm trying for breast milk.
Have you experienced the part that, like, you know, you're gingered, like, I'm a gym. Wherever they say that I go be gym, just like, my shemi here, papa baby. And then, you know, you've done your makeup and everything, and the person that's going to hold the kid for you says, can't make it.
Wow.
For the puppet. Because
you
are just on the floor crying.
But I don't know how.
Drop and go in the evening, you get it.
Everybody should go for the puppet. You will supposed to sit down for the child to leave.
For that part, the parenting as a couple really helps. Like,
you go with your husband +1.
No. There are times that I tell him to stay. It's my time now.
Anyway, sometimes
so we sometimes switch.
That is true.
Sometimes he doesn't go for the wedding. I go alone.
That's true.
Times that we both want to go, then it means we are planning with grandma and grandpa.
Of course.
And telling them that, oh, today we want to go out. So they have to.
Why does he say plenty like this? He say, what's he say? Yeah, for me. Yeah. Who say who should wait and who should wait?
Sometimes it happens.
And it's really
sometimes
it happens. The sad thing is, sometimes I get there and then, you know, you take some pictures and then you send him and he's like, sometimes I do.
To leave the baby.
Maybe I do fair with him.
I just realized I have to buy more wipes.
3 months I could leave.
Oh yeah, because they take one wipe, they throw it away. Me, I'll fold this and clean again, fold it, clean again. You see how I do like this?
He changed the baby twice in one day. My wife was finished.
When they're taking care of the kids, they leave the house messy.
So you come back, your heart will
say that, oh, my duty was to take care of the kids, not to take care and manage.
When you gave me
forget what you want to say. Forget it.
And now
forget my wife's incident.
That's fine. They take care of the kids. They take care of the home.
Why else did you play with the wife until the baby's born?
I am part of that. You see, but we see with the social life, you see, there's a say that you can eat your cake and have it.
Yeah. At least they got the cake. The cake.
Yes. Let me cut my side.
So you see,
Is the stage right there? 2, 3, 1, 0, 11. It's not bad.
You see, so we just need to understand the stages of life. That when you are in motherhood and fatherhood, things cannot be the same.
Yes.
But in the midst of it all, we should create our own social life.
Of course.
That will not interrupt the raising of the children.
Yes, of course.
So if you used to be outing, what can we do for the meantime?
To have fun.
Even indoor or even within the community. That is not far away.
Okay.
You see, and sometimes when some of the children have raised up to a certain age, they can be
Reverend.
but
Can I enter the swing and do who?
That will be very difficult. That will be very difficult.
We'll go. What is my time? I have to go do cheers.
You do it.
Please. My wife and I are really enjoying the show. Please keep this parenting hacks going. It's really of great help to my wife and I. I'm glad. And hi, good evening. Well, I'm not yet married, but I've observed much with children being around. I mean, with my nieces and nephews. I think they having their relatives around too helps. I at times do observe the time my brother-in-laws get back from work. My sisters having to do a lot all day as well. So the children come to me to aid them with their homeworks, iron their uniforms, and others I could help with. But I'm sure it isn't very easy with the isolated families.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I mean, those that live with their parents far from home.
Yes.
But I've kind of learned a lot. And I would be very relevant in helping my wife once I marry.
That's good. That's good.
Because at their primes, it's tough to control them. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hush. I love your show. Thank you. This is a Nungboyo from Nungwa. I love you. I love you simple, straight. Because you need to... People find it really hard to ask you, can you please help me with this?
Yes.
But if you have seen the thing and you know you are doing, God bless you. Yes, God bless you.
It's a relief. It's a great relief.
It's a relief. Like you come home and someone has cleaned your home, your kitchen.
Clean the kitchen for you.
It's like, if you don't take me to Maldives, it's okay. If you don't take me to Hawaii, I'm all right. Clean my kitchen. Well, thank you so very much. Oh, Ruth, you want to say something?
No, I was just adding that now the kids that we are bringing up, as we said last week, we need to teach them how to do basic chores at home to help us. You don't have a nanny, you don't have a grandma, your husband is late from work, you're also late from work. You need to also bring them up and teach them some of these things, and then once in a while give them some tips here.
Yeah, and
teach them 5 cedis, 10 cedis, save for money and those things. So we need to.
It's true. All right. Thank you so much. This is how far we can go. And I've loved this episode as well. I wish I could do a part 3. Nimatu. Anyway, thank you so very much. It has been the Friends and Family Show. Like today, I told you we had an exciting news. The Friends and Family Show is proudly sponsored by H&H Gary Mix. Just add water and enjoy. Just a Gary Papebi. It has creamer. It has sugar. And gum. Just mix water like this. Ash. On the go. I'll be back tomorrow with my Gary Mix and this thing. You know, there's a special way to do Gary. When you add all the accoutrements, you add certain things to it, and it's a banger. We'll be back tomorrow. Ice block, cream kakra, ojo kakra. Uda yam kwachira bache mo mixture. Enjoy the rest of the day. My name is Noyo Quarton. It has been the Friends and Family Show. I'll see you tomorrow.